Stick around when we talk about the Ascension of Christ. And all of this in 90 seconds. The Ascension of Christ into the heavens is one of those doctrines that is not often discussed enough. For some, it seems a bit strange, a bit weird. Christ just goes up. Where did he go? Well, the short answer is that this is more than simply Christ going up to heaven. This is more than him disappearing. Rather, the Ascension of Christ, you might say, is the culmination. In fact, in old Protestant confessional language, we used to refer to this as the Ascension and the Enthronement of Christ, as the final step that began with the Incarnation, and then Christ preaching the kingdom, breaking that kingdom into this world, binding up the strong man, taking up the cross for our sins, conquering sin and death, and then resurrecting. You see, because Christ is the firstfruits, Paul tells us. He is the first man to be resurrected. And as our king, he goes, the book of Hebrews tells us, to sit at the right hand of the Father, to rule over a kingdom that will have no end, to intercede on our behalf. And therefore, Christ is not simply twiddling his thumbs, waiting for us, but rather he is already at the right hand of the Father, ruling. So the ascension of Christ to the heavenlies is actually a bedrock belief of Christians because, by that ascension, Christ is our mediator. He is our king. He is the final king. And therefore, when he comes again, he will establish once and for all the kingdom that he now rules. And so when Christ went into the heavenlies, when he ascended, it was, you might say, the exclamation point for the entirety of his work on this earth until he comes again.